I would hesitate to call it a currency. I mean, I know that you can use it to pay for different things and so on, but I think the term digital commodity is probably more appropriate because we don't need to understand everything about it to realise that, in fact, at the margin, new coins are created through transactions and a process of mining that depends on energy inputs. And so, in some ways, this is a commodity, a little bit similar to gold, where energy has to be expended to create new coins in the supply. But that supply has been capped at 21 million, and we're about 16 million now. So there's a degree of artificial scarcity about this market that leaves me very concerned about what the ultimate outcome will be. Certainly in the short term, as long as the price goes up, then speculators and people who call themselves investors will be attracted to that price movement and they will buy it. But it's noteworthy they're mainly hoarding it. They're not using it to pay for goods, and therefore it doesn't really meet the criteria or all the criteria required for a useful monetary system.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think until it becomes de facto currency used in transactions, that's the defining inflection point. But Kingsley, what do you reckon is going to be the catalyst that really bursts Bitcoin's bubble? And if there is a stock market event, are we going to see money flow into Bitcoin, or is it going to fall just like everything else?
Look, certainly the larger the capitalisation becomes and the more liquid it is, then the more interaction effects you have, natural ties, links between the two markets. The advent of the futures market that we'll see in a couple of weeks, I mean, that's really the first step towards that. We have to remember, however, that a futures market is it's a two-way market. I mean, it's for every long there's a short, so it's really a zero-sum game. I don't expect necessarily that the futures market will push the currency in one direction or the other, but it does provide a means for institutions to participate in ways where it's quite conventional, if you will, in terms of the security that they have over the instruments that they're trading. So in that sense, I think we're going to see a lot more professional trading of this particular opportunity next year, and we might see a fair bit of action on the short side if there happens to be a correction.